You know what's funny? When things get chaotic, we all have the natural tendency to overreact. And that overreaction doesn't lead to just you sitting down and actually thinking about it in the midst of chaos. What happens is that we tend to overreact. In other words, we tend to do too much, right? Rather than being quiet, we talk too much. Rather than standing still, we move too much. And in that moment, we make mistakes. The chaos, the intensity of the moment of uncertainty causes us and compels us to make mistakes. And so a lot of all of this, when it comes to life and dating, it's not really about the strategy that you know. It's really about developing a presence of mind, learning to keep calm. And how do you develop that presence of mind? You develop that presence of mind not through just exposing yourself to conflict, but literally sometimes just retreating and pulling away. Because a lot of people said, Father Alex, I wish I knew your strategies back then. I think I would have never made that mistake. The truth is, you could have known all the strategies that I teach. The problem is that when your emotions are too intense, when you can't think straight, no strategy that you apply will work. So let me show you why. It's not about what you know, but about having that presence of mind. Because once you develop that presence of mind, once you pull away, because pulling away gives you space to think. Pulling away is a disengagement strategy. It's a strategy so that not to learn strategies, but to see things from a different perspective. And at the same time, it changes the way a person perceives you. But let's listen to this quick.
Amidst the turmoil of events, do not lose your presence of mind. The counterbalance strategy. In the heat of battle, the mind tends to lose its balance. Too many things confront you at the same time. Unexpected setbacks, doubts, and criticisms from your own allies. There's a danger of responding emotionally with fear, depression, or frustration.
And this is why it's important to pull away. Because it'll maintain your presence of mind pristine. What people want to do, if you're talking to someone, what they want to do is to get you emotional. You know that emotional state when you like someone, when you just start making mistakes after mistakes after mistake, and for some reason you cannot stop. There's something compelling you to make mistakes. It's because you have lost your balance.
It is vital to keep your presence of mind, maintaining your mental powers, whatever the circumstances. You must actively resist the emotional pull of the moment, staying decisive, confident, and aggressive no matter what hits you. Make the mind tougher by exposing it to adversity. Learn to detach yourself from the chaos of the battlefield. Let others lose their heads. Your presence of mind will steer you clear of their influence and keep you on course.
So rather than you lose presence of mind, I'm going to teach you how to get them to lose their presence of mind. Well, first of all, right, the first thing that happens when you pull away, obviously you gain a different perspective, but that's for the later part of the video. The first thing that happens is that respect goes up. Respect goes up, right? You could be in the most difficult situation where you feel like the person may not like you, but you got to understand the foundation to any attraction is respect. I'm sorry. Because I rather have respect and not like me rather than you like me and not respect me. Unfortunately, the foundation to all human relationships is trust and respect. So once you pull away, you create that. Let me show you why.
Use absence to increase respect and honor. Judgment. Too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear.
And usually by appearing more common, you'll notice they get less reactive around you, right? There's not an emotional response to your presence. What we want is consistent emotional responses. So by pulling away and removing your presence, you increase the emotional response when they're in your presence. You appear more unpredictable. You appear larger than life. And any flaws and any mistakes that you could have done can easily be forgiven and forgotten simply because you pulled away.
If you are already established in a group, Temporary withdrawal from it will make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave, create value through scarcity.
Rather than create value through your actions, you just create value through your absence. And a lot of people just don't want to do this simply because you have to control yourself. And a lot of people are so used to getting attention that this strategy goes against their ego. Their ego is too fragile to actually be able to apply this properly.
Observance of the law.
So just like in love, a person's absence enhances their presence, but after a while, it diminishes once you know how much the person likes you. The imagination has no space to roam. And you gotta understand, the larger than life image, the image that people see you when they're in love with you is really created by the imagination. It's not really because they're in touch with reality. So whenever you're in love, you are naturally in a space that's not real. And that's normal and that's healthy, right? Because we need a reason to love people. Like, at the end of the day, people are not that lovable, right? So the imagination has no space to roam. Remember, love never dies of a starvation, but often indigestion. Don't let them see you or treat you like anybody else. Force them to respect you by threatening to leave or using absence. You gotta understand, respect comes with tension. And that tension is the fear of seeing your dark side. It's a fear of you leaving them. It's a fear of seeing your angry side. If there is no threat of you inflicting some form of pain, and that's, again, form of pain means reprimanded, firing, leaving, temporarily breaking up, or even just the fear of seeing you when you're mad, not like abusively, but like yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hey, like you're not doing, you keep being late. Like, oh my God, Father Alex is abusive, right? But that fear of seeing your bad side when you're usually happy creates tension where they'll behave in a way that will, they'll try to prevent that dark side from coming out. And that's how you do it, people. All right. Anyways, if you guys want to learn more about this, you can purchase my courses under the description down below where I talk about this. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and I'll see you guys there. All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma, emotional mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you could also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You could browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called the Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.